Hubert. I'm Assistant Director in the Center for Social Concerns. We're so grateful that Campus Ministry invited us to be part of Monday Morning Meditations this week. So I'm hoping to help you see how this week's readings really relate to Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week, which starts on this Thursday. So in all three of our readings this week, we hear God's invitation to be in a very personal relationship with Him. In the first reading, it even says, if you wake up at dawn looking for God, God's wisdom, you will find her waiting at your gate. She's waiting for you. And the same thing in the gospel and in the second reading, we're told to be vigilant in our prayer and in our expectation that God is already in the world waiting to do wonderful things in our lives and waiting to extend us invitations, again, for having a very personal relationship with Him. One of the other things that our faith tells us is that we see the face of God in everyone we meet, especially in the faces of the poor and of the marginalized. And that's why I want to encourage you to get involved in Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week this week, because you'll have opportunities to interact in very real ways and develop personal relationships with people who might have lived in poverty, or maybe you yourself live in poverty or have before, or come from a family that has been in those situations. And the more that we can build relationships with one another, the more that we can build relationships with God in our own lives and really see the face of God in other people. So I'm sitting here on AJ's Way. It's a lovely fall day. And this space is traditionally known as where Box City has been held the last several years, a chance for Gannon students to stand on a cardboard box and know what it feels like to ask for money from people walking by. It raised a lot of money in the past. It was a really good event on campus in a lot of ways. But this year we're doing something different. Again, we're talking about personal relationships. That's what God wants with us. That's what we want with other people. So instead of Box City, your group, our faculty, staff, students, has a chance to sponsor a box of food for a local refugee family and even deliver that food in person and get the chance to visit with the parents and the kids and hear more about each other's lives. It's a very cool thing. Also, on this coming Thursday at 6 o'clock in Yale, Mr. Ken Davis from Cleveland, Ohio will be coming to speak with us. He lived without a home for about 20 years or more in Cleveland, and he has a lot to share from his experiences and really wants to educate people and help break down stereotypes that people might have about what it means to be homeless or hungry. And we're all hungry for a lot of things, especially relationships with the God who loves us. So come, bring your friends, bring your groups that you're involved in. You don't need to bring a lamp or any oil. We'll take care of all those things. But we hope to see you at the events this week. If you have any questions, you're welcome to come see me in the center. And I pray that you find lots of ways to accept God's invitation to be in relationship this week.